Greetings, people. This is Kenyan Revolutionary. I just want to talk about something really in brief. A statement that Francis Atwoli made. And there's a clip where he said, I think it was earlier today, he said that in 2027, don't worry about people who have pay slips to vote against Ruto. And that people in Kenya do not vote on issues. People vote based on tribal affiliation. Okay? Tribal groupings. I'm just paraphrasing what he said. Because, there's this whole talk about, a lot of people who have pay slips will probably vote Ruto out because they're suffering. They're feeling the pinch. Their pay slips, they're being taxed more money, their income, that affects how they, money that they take home. So basically, Atwoli was responding to that and saying that you can tax these guys, the middle class, as much as you want. The guys with the pay slips, you can tax them as much as you want, but they will not necessarily vote against Ruto because voting is based on tribal affiliation. It's not about the issues. And, for a moment, you can look at that and I understand if you are outraged by what Atwoli said. But if you think about it, while he might not be necessarily 100% accurate, but there's truth to that. Hear me out. Now, the population, the population, the amount of people who are receiving pay slips, probably are what we call the middle class of Kenya. The guys who have a governmental job, they have, all these benefits, and they receive a pay slip. They don't make the majority of Kenyans. Then I don't know what the percentage is, but they do not make majority of our workforce in Kenya, okay? The workforce in Kenya is not, the people who work on offices and get pay slips, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. We actually have a 65 or 60% unemployment in Kenya, okay? Which is unheard of in the Western countries, but that's not the point I'm trying to drive. The point I'm trying to drive is this. These people who are receiving pay slips do not make the majority of the population, okay? Or do not make the majority of the workforce in Kenya, all right? That's why even if everyone that receives a pay slip feels the pinch from Ruto's tax measures, yes, they might not vote for Ruto in 2027 due to that, but the number of people who receive these pay slips are not a lot. It's not many. And again, to Atwoli's point, they are willing because, again, this whole tribal affiliation, people feel there's this affinity towards your kinsman, your tribal chieftain, that usually overrides anything when we get to the ballot, to the polling station, unfortunately. I was just discussing this a few days ago. Like, you talk to young, exposed, brilliant, smart, seemingly reasonable individuals, and you start talking to them and, mentioning the issues and highlighting why certain candidates will not make the ideal president or just a good president because their history is marred by, crafty shady deals, you know, and they've been in power before and we've watched them. For example, Matiang'i, all these people who are talking about Matiang'i and Matiang'i this, Matiang'i that, Matiang'i that. I mean, Matiang'i has been embroiled in corrupt dealings, you know, deadly killings, all this stuff. But we still want to convince ourselves that Matiang'i is the guy to, you know, remove Ruto. And if you look at it, Matiang'i is no different with Ruto. In fact, Matiang'i, I would argue, will be worse than Ruto. These people are from the same cut, from the same cloth. But we do not want to accept that. We just refuse to accept that because we feel like, okay, this guy has been, you know, we are recycling this name. This guy has, his name has been ringing within the political sphere. So we feel like he's next in line or something like that, regardless of all the perfidies and crimes, okay, that he has committed. So back to my point about this young man, you know, you talk to them and you expose this and you tell them about a certain candidate who has been in power and actually, you know, let us down. They still are like, you know what? The usual argument is this. Oh, but you know what? Anything is better than Ruto right now. Even that choice, my choice of a candidate who come from my tribe, they are corrupt, yes, but you know what? They're better than Ruto. So let's just settle for that. You know, it's this kind of thinking that's really letting us down. And it kind of discourages me because I feel like we know better. We should know better. There's information out there. We have history of this so-called coalition members and stuff like that. All these people who are being propped up as the next candidates to floor Ruto. Listen, do not get all emotional and wrapped up in this. Ruto must go to a point where you are willing to replace Ruto with somebody just as corrupt. You understand what I'm saying? Don't be so blinded by this whole Ruto must go to a point where you are going to replace him with somebody just as bad or worse. Don't be blinded by your tribal affiliation, pumping for a candidate who we all know is corrupt or incompetent or all the above. Oh, okay? But you want to push that candidate just because you feel like Ruto is fighting the people who come from your region. You have to divorce from emotions when you're going to the polling station. If we ever get there, I am not even up to this 2027 thing. I'm not feeling any kind of excitement about it. I've mentioned why. It's going to be another sham because all the sharks are lining up for the big meal. If you look at the IEBC selection panel, it's littered with people who have been handpicked by these political elites. And guess who they're going to choose as commissioners? The stooges who are going to serve the political elites who own these briefcase corrupt parties. So what do you think the outcome will be? Even if Ruto loses, it's going to be one of the members of the political elites who are just as corrupt as Ruto. It's just going to be another recycling of the same corrupt political elites. But again, if you mention this, people still think, oh my goodness, let's just go up there and then vote. My last live, it was a wonderful discussion, and I'll go live again probably this evening. You know, I had people give wonderful submissions. One say, you know, we should just register to vote. We have the capability of, you know, monitoring the votes and making sure that people don't steal or whatever the case is. But my thing is, who are you going to vote for? Look at what you have in the arena. People who are going to stand up for the you know, presenting themselves as candidates for 2027. None of them are people who have clean hands. All of them are proven to be involved in past corrupt, scandal, murderous activities, and so forth, so forth. They're no different from Ruto. Come on, guys. I mean, we have to get serious. We have to get serious. If you're going to use this same corrupt system to choose a president, let me assure you that you're going to get somebody similar to Ruto. Nothing will change. I'm telling you, I guarantee you. The same nonsense we did when we were removed, when Uhuru Kenyatta finished his term. But anyway, I think Atwoli made a very, very powerful point there that we overlook. It's true. Kenyans do not care about issues. Yes, we use issues when we're in the campaigning trail and mention the things that ails this country, whether it's corruption, tribalism, and all this stuff. But when we get to the polling station, we vote on a candidate based on what kind of tribal coalition he belongs to. If you look at the coalition with Wamalwa, those are just tribal chieftains. All of them, look at them. Matiang'i has been involved in corruption and some criminal activities. Martha Karua, the same. Kalonzo Musyoka, the same. I mean, who else? Waititu, Ferdinand, same. Let's get serious, folks. Anyway, I'll stop right now, and hopefully we open our eyes. 2027 should be the year that we get to revolutionize the system. We don't even have to get to 27. Let's do it right now, but that's a topic for another day. Anyway, go ahead and like and subscribe, share, like, and comment. This is Kenyan Revolutionary. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed. If you're going to watch this repeat, actually, yeah, this is a uploaded video, so I will try to come live later today. So I'll see you then, and hit that notification bell so every time I come in, you can always find me when I'm on live, and you can join the studio and join the discussion. Thank you so much, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace and blessings.